Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sizzle or Fizzle. I'm Rick.
And I am your boy, Kaz.
Now, this is the show where we listen to different artists, any genre, any song. We love to find new things or dig deep for some older tracks. A lot of it we haven't heard before, and we like to react to it, and we give our 2 cents. And we decide at the end of the day, do we like it? Do we not? I.e., sizzle or fizzle.
Oh, fizzle, baby.
Now, we got a good one today, Kaz. This is an artist that we do like. The song is kind of an enigma, and I'll explain that in a minute. But we're listening to George Michael today,
Yep.
and
And it's crazy.
the name of the
Uh,
track is A Different Corner. And I guess why I called it an enigma, it is credited as a solo song for George. And let me explain why I think that's an enigma. If you live in Japan or you live in the United States like we do, we got it on the Wham album. Just like Careless Whisper was on the second Wham album.
in March 1986.
Yes. Both of those are actually George Michael singles. And, you know, I did not realize that. I mean, I remember the video from back in the day. I remember it plainly saying George Michael, but I just figured, okay, Andrew's not in the video. It's a Wham song. Have the album. Okay. I was wrong. Politics involved. So if you lived in Great Britain, your third Wham album didn't have this song on it. It was in a compilation album or such. Go figure. Um,
Compilation. Yeah, that one actually, that one was called The Final. And it was the greatest hits album
well,
that came out actually in July.
it's called The Final Overseas. It's called The Edge of Heaven in the United States, which is interesting. I mean, I always thought they'd be the same, but hey, whatever. Shows what I know.
No, no,
But
no.
I've heard this song before, obviously. I've
Not
got
me.
the album. I'm getting ready to dig in here, and we're gonna let Kaz hear it then, and I'm gonna rehear it and kind of like pick out some things. And I already know I like it, but I'm gonna see how much I like it. Ready, Kaz?
Let's do it,
All right.
dude.
George Michael, A Different Corner. That 80s hair.
I still wear my hair like that today.
I'd say love was a magical flame. I'd say love would keep us from pain. Had I been there, had I been there, I would promise you all of my life. But to lose you would cut like a knife. So I don't dare. No, I don't dare. 'Cause I've never come close in all of these years. You are the only one to stop my tears. And I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
You only do that when you don't want to hear from somebody.
Back in time, maybe I can forget. Turn a different corner and we never would have met. Would you care? I don't understand it. For you, it's a breeze. Little by little, you brought me to my knees. Don't you care? No, I'll never come close. In all of these years, you are the only one to stop my tears. I'm so scared of this love. And if all that there is this fear of being used, I should go back to being lonely and confused. If I could, I would, I swear.
I would say that, believe it or not, because I said this is my first time with this song. Um, my first couple of times, this bad boy was about to hit a soft fizzle.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It was something about the beginning that every time I started it over, it just didn't. It didn't get me. And starting to figure out the different instruments in there, and then I started figuring out. I thought it was an acoustic guitar at first in there, and it's not an acoustic; it's a harp. And so as I kept listening, it grew and it grew, and then of course it just came a powerful tune for me. And it's really sad because if I understood it right, it has something to do a combination of the breakup of a relationship as well as the ending of Wham in the process. So he was sort of at a crossroads. He said it was kind of interesting. Um, I don't know. As far as likes, I honestly I like everything now after going through it. I actually checked out. Oh, I didn't write it down. I did a live version. It's George Michael at the Palais Garnier in Paris. A different corners Symphonica DVD 1080p. I checked that out, and it's even sweeter to hear all the strings and all that stand up bass in there. Oh, it was just beautiful. So yeah, I definitely a dislike that he's gone, I guess, and
Yeah.
that this is something that we're gonna have to live with what he's given us because there's nothing. You imagine what he would have produced for us in today's genre, today's sound.
Oh yeah.
So for me, of course, it's funky, and it's a straight sizzle for me on this, for sure. Sorry if I talk too long, but that's how it is.
And I get that. It's a sizzle for me as well. The other thing I was going to bring up, an interesting thing, two interesting things. This song, and this is according to Wikipedia, so I don't know if it's right or wrong. It took only 14 hours to write and record from beginning to end. And the synthesizer textures were created with a Roland Juno 60 synthesizer.
I remember it. Yeah,
So,
I remember it. Yeah, bro, that Juno was a bad son of a bitch. Yep, I remember it. Rolling Still's a bad one out there today. And
Now,
he did. I think he did everything on here.
yeah, that's why it's
I'd say
credited as a George Michael single only. Um, and a lot of his, especially his first album, was mostly him. Not a lot of session musicians,
no,
which is interesting.
he's actually this was the first British #1 song featured by a British artist that wrote, sang, arranged, produced, and played all the instruments. That's a bad man. That kind
Yeah.
of, who does that sound like? Okay, never mind.
Hey, the other thing I was gonna bring up, because you can hear it in his voice, in the lyrics, the song in general. Now, this was from an interview years later after Faith was released and all that. But he made a someone asked him, where does his style come from? And at the time, both he and Madonna were like 1 and 1A on the charts. And he used her as the comparison. And his words were, she writes from a position of strength, as opposed to he writes from a position of pain. And listening to this song and, thinking about some of the stuff that she's done, I can totally see that. I can totally, and both work to their advantage.
The lyrics definitely display.
Yes, lots of pain.
Is it
You
weird
guys
to
stand it.
enjoy someone's pain?
Good question. What do you guys
Is
think about? I'm gonna say yes, because they put it out there on recording. They put it out there on recording for you to enjoy.
It's on repeat. Your pain is on repeat.
And hopefully, if enough people listen, you make enough money off of it, it's not so painful anymore.
Oh man, George.
All right, gang, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and leave us lots of messages. We love to hear from
Ding,
you.
ding, 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 ding. Hit the ding, ding, ding.
We'll be back real soon. Stay
All right,
positive,
y'all.
stay blessed.
And keep it moving, y'all. Just keep it moving.
Later.
Later.